Have you ever felt tired after a meal, constantly craving sugar, or just stuck in a cycle where eating healthy feels impossible? Here's the thing. Transforming your health doesn't have to mean going on a crazy diet or completely overhauling your life overnight. Sometimes it's the small, everyday habits that make the biggest difference. Today I'm sharing 10 simple eating habits that you can start using right now. No special foods required, no extreme dieting, just practical everyday tips that are genuinely easy to work into your routine. So, grab a glass of water, and trust me, that tip is actually on this list. Number 1. Move after your meals. This first habit is one of the easiest wins you'll ever get for your health. Now, I'm not saying hit the gym right after eating. I mean a gentle 10 to 15 minute walk, some light tidying around the house, or even just standing up and moving around a bit. Here's why it works. When you eat, your blood sugar rises as your body digests the food. If you just sit or lie down, that blood sugar can spike really high and then crash, which is exactly what causes that dreaded mid-afternoon slump or post-dinner energy crash. Moving after a meal helps your muscles absorb that sugar from your bloodstream, which keeps your blood sugar levels much more stable. Stable blood sugar means steady energy, better mood, and fewer cravings later on. So next time you finish a meal, resist the urge to flop on the couch right away. Even a short walk around the block, a quick vacuum session, or doing the dishes will give you the benefits. Number 2. Only have your sweets after a balanced meal. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Did they just tell me I can eat dessert? Yes, I did. Sweets is the one food that everyone will not cut out. While having no dessert is better, we need to be realistic. But here's the key. Have your dessert after a well-balanced meal, not on an empty stomach. When you eat something sweet on an empty stomach, that sugar hits your bloodstream fast and causes a big blood sugar spike. And those spikes lead to cravings, overeating, and energy crashes shortly after. But when you've already eaten a balanced meal with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, your digestion slows down. That means any sugar from your dessert gets absorbed much more gradually, leading to a smaller, gentler rise in blood sugar. You're also already feeling full from your meal, so you're far less likely to go back for second and third helpings of that dessert. This habit is all about being smart rather than restrictive. You don't have to cut out the foods you love, just think about when you eat them. Over time, slowly switch those desserts to fruit and your body will thank you. Number 3. Drink water before a meal. This one is so simple, it almost feels too easy. But the benefits are real. Drink a glass of water right before your meal. First off, water helps prepare your digestive system. It gets things moving so your stomach is ready to break down food more efficiently. Second, and this is a big one, sometimes what we think is hunger is actually just thirst. Drinking water beforehand helps you tune in to your actual hunger levels, so you're less likely to overeat. And finally, that water adds a bit of volume to your stomach, which can naturally help you feel satisfied with a smaller portion. It's a tiny habit that takes about 30 seconds and costs absolutely nothing. Try it for a week and notice the difference. Number 4. Eat your vegetables first. Here's a simple trick that can quietly change how your body responds to every meal. Start with your vegetables. When you eat vegetables first, you're getting a dose of fiber right off the bat. Fiber slows down how quickly food moves through your digestive system, which means the carbohydrates and sugars in the rest of your meal get absorbed more gradually. The result? A lower, steadier rise in blood sugar after eating, less of that spike and crash cycle. On top of that, vegetables take up space and they're filling. So by the time you get to the more calorie-dense parts of your plate, you've already started to feel satisfied. You naturally end up eating a more balanced amount without having to count anything or restrict yourself. It's one of those habits where you're not taking anything away. You're just changing the order of what you eat. Easy win. Number 5. Slow down and chew your food. Raise your hand if you've ever finished a meal and barely remembered eating it. We live busy lives and eating fast has almost become the norm. But eating too quickly is one of the most overlooked causes of overeating and bloating. Here's the science behind it. Your brain takes about 20 minutes to receive the signal from your stomach that you're full. If you eat a whole meal in 5 minutes, you could be well past your body's actual needs before your brain even gets the memo. Eating slowly gives your brain time to catch up. You start to notice the feeling of fullness before you've overdone it. Plus, digestion actually begins in your mouth. Chewing your food properly breaks it down before it even hits your stomach, making the whole digestive process smoother and reducing that uncomfortable bloating feeling. A simple tip: put your fork down between bites. Try to chew each mouthful around 20 times. It sounds like a lot, but it quickly becomes second nature, and your stomach will thank you. Number 6, improve your diet gradually. Here's one of the most important things I want you to hear today. You don't have to change everything at once. In fact, trying to completely overhaul your diet overnight is one of the top reasons people fall off the wagon. You cut out everything you love, feel deprived, and then the cravings hit hard, and suddenly you're back where you started, but feeling worse about yourself. Instead, make small, gradual improvements. Swap out one thing at a time. Maybe this week you add a serving of vegetables to dinner. Next week, you swap your afternoon chips for some nuts or fruit. When you change things slowly, your taste buds actually adapt. What felt bland at first starts to taste better. Your cravings for ultra-processed foods naturally start to decrease because you're not fighting your body. You're working with it. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Be patient with yourself. The habits that stick are the ones built slowly. Number 7, add fermented foods to your diet. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and believe it or not, those bacteria play a huge role in your digestion, your immune system, your mood, and even your energy levels. One of the best ways to support a healthy gut is by eating fermented foods. Think kimchi, sauerkraut, plain yogurt, kefir, miso, or kombucha. These foods are rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that help keep your gut microbiome balanced and thriving. A healthy gut means better digestion, less bloating, better absorption of nutrients, and even a stronger immune system. You don't need to eat huge amounts. Even a small serving of kimchi alongside your meal, or a cup of yogurt a day, can make a meaningful difference over time. Start small, try different options, and find what you enjoy. Your gut will love you for it. Number 8, read ingredient and nutrition labels. This habit is all about awareness, and once you start doing it, you genuinely cannot unsee what's in your food. Reading ingredient labels doesn't mean you need to be a nutritionist or memorize a list of chemicals. It just means getting curious about what you're actually putting into your body. Here's what to start looking at. The ingredients list. Ingredients are listed from most to least by weight. If sugar or a type of fat is in the first few ingredients of something that's supposed to be healthy, that's a flag. Serving sizes. This one trips a lot of people up. A package might say 100 calories, but the serving size could be a fraction of what you'd actually eat in one sitting. Added sugars. Many packaged foods are loaded with added sugars, even savory ones like sauces, soups, and breads. You don't need to read every single label perfectly. Just building the habit of looking puts you in a much more informed position to make choices that align with your goals. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to choose what truly goes in your body. Number 9, reflect on emotional eating. Ask yourself, am I actually hungry right now, or am I reaching for food because of how I'm feeling? Emotional eating is incredibly common. Stress, boredom, loneliness, sadness, even celebration. All of these emotions can trigger the urge to eat, often reaching for something sweet, salty, or comforting. And here's the thing, there's no shame in that. It's a deeply human response. The problem is that food only temporarily soothes emotions. It doesn't address the underlying feeling, so the cycle tends to repeat. Building awareness is the first step. Before your next snack, pause for just a moment and check in with yourself. Are you physically hungry, stomach growling, low energy? Or are you looking for comfort, distraction, or relief? You don't have to be perfect, but even noticing the pattern starts to loosen its grip. Over time, you can find other tools for managing emotions. A walk, a phone call with a friend, journaling, that actually address what's going on underneath. Being kind to yourself here is key. This is a journey, not a judgment. Number 10, track your caloric intake. Last, but definitely not least, track what you eat, at least for a while. This isn't about obsessing over numbers or restricting yourself. It's about awareness. Most people are genuinely surprised when they see how many or how few calories they're actually eating day to day. Tracking helps you understand your patterns, whether you're consistently eating too much, too little, or skipping meals and then overeating later. It takes the guesswork out and replaces it with actual information. You only really need to do this consistently for a few weeks to start building a clear picture of your habits. After that, many people find they've developed enough awareness that they don't need to track as rigorously. There are tons of free apps that make this easy. Just search for a calorie tracker in your app store. You don't have to log every single micronutrient. Even just logging meals and approximate portions gives you valuable insight. Think of it like a budget. You don't have to track every penny forever, but checking your spending for a month can completely change how you manage money. And there you have it, 10 eating habits that can genuinely transform your health without needing to go on a diet or give up the foods you love. Let's do a quick recap. You don't have to tackle all 10 at once. Pick one or two that feel doable right now and build from there. Small steps, done consistently, create real, lasting change. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? There's a lot more coming your way. Drop a comment below and let me know. Which habit are you going to try first? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care of yourselves. You've got this.